I'm Ashton from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Bruce Porter Jr., the CEO of GlobalBoost and the founder of the Washington Elite Blockchain Summit. Bruce, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hey, thanks, Ashton. We're live. It's really a pleasure. I know we've seen each other at a lot of different events, and, I've seen you do a lot of amazing things. So glad to be here and glad to be on the show and glad to be working with EventChain.
I'm very excited to hear a little bit about the Washington Elite Summit blockchain event that's coming up. If you would just give an overview of what is Washington Elite to start.
Sure. So a lot of you guys may know I've been in the space for a long time. I started in blockchain about 8 years ago. I saw a way that I could get Bitcoins by trading staffing services for Bitcoins. So way back when Bitcoin was under $100, I was trading staffing services, models, and stuff at CES trade show. And now they've banned booth babes. I mean, go figure, right? 5 years ago, I started my own blockchain. GlobalBoost is still around. We actually have our anniversary this month, our 5-year anniversary. And about 2 years ago, I started getting invited all over the place. So the coin that we started has some original code. And that is one of the things. And of course, I have a big mouth. So I have a fairly large following on Twitter and other mediums. But I do like to talk and I do opine. So I started getting invited around, and for the last 2 years, I've been on a tour. I've been to all a bunch of crazy places. Pretty much anywhere that asked me to come, I came. And about a year ago, I decided, let me start putting these events of my own together and use these contacts that I have. And I used the brand Washington Elite, which is historically a brand that I've used for disabled sports. I sponsor a disabled sports league with blind people. I also teach autistic kids how to ice skate and play hockey. And so I played the Washington Elite Summit. So 1 year ago, this will be the anniversary edition, our next one coming up. But 1 year ago, put this event together. It's the Washington Elite AI and Blockchain Summit, because artificial intelligence is so important in pushing this forward. And some people say, what does it have to do with blockchain? But actually, people have been using artificial intelligence with the hashing algorithm, YesScript, that we were the first to bring into blockchain, and merge mining and deciding which blockchains were the most profitable to mine and were going to be the most profitable to mine for years. So I saw the instant connection there. So the AI and Blockchain Summit, we did our first 3 summits here in Washington, D.C. We did the D.C. Convention Center. We took over a couple of the hotels around here. It really has been an amazing run to the last one where we filled out every seat. And, everybody was happy. And, it takes a while, to get everything in there and have everything working smoothly. So 1 year later, it's our 4th summit, and we're doing it at the Palace, Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna. I'm super excited about it.
That's very exciting, Bruce. And thank you for the background story there. That's great. So this new summit that's upcoming, when is the date? And it's in Vienna. What are the attendees going to expect out of this event?
Sure. So each event has a theme. So October 11th and 12th are the dates of the summit. The first event was just the Washington Elite AI Blockchain Summit. The second edition was during the bear market. I mean, Bitcoin was like $3,000. And so that was the bear market edition. And the second one was the Self-Sovereign Identity Edition. The reason it was Self-Sovereign Identity Edition is because this is such an important topic for us in the crypto world. People are running around, Binance gets hacked. There's 60,000 people with their IDs besides their face, with their KYC stuff. And companies shouldn't be expected to do that. They shouldn't have to take that, and we shouldn't have to give it to them. And so self-sovereign identity, SSI, is something that solves that. I think there's going to be a pivotal company or a few that end up handling that. That's why that was this one, October 11th and 12th in Vienna, is the Smart City Edition. And we're going to bring really all types of new technology, smart city technology, smart device. And then, of course, with my blockchain background, of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of blockchain and AI in there. We have, but a lot of that smart city stuff is being introduced on the blockchain. And even with trustless devices and everything like that, a lot of the problems or issues that people are seeing that may happen with these smart devices, just like Google or whatever, sitting in my house, listening to everything. I unplug that thing all the time. But we may be able to solve some of this stuff with blockchain. So It's going to be new technology, interesting people from all over the world, all over Europe and the US and Asia, but mostly Europe and the US.
That's great. I'm looking forward to it. And can you tell us a little bit about who are the main sponsors for the event and what speakers the attendees may expect to hear from?
Well, absolutely. So, of course, I always have my friend, President we'll just call him President Vit. He's from Lieberland, and he's the president of Lieberland. He started his own country. He's using a lot of blockchain stuff in order to do that, in order to organize the votes and everything like that. So President Vit is coming. He is going to share his designs for Smart City. We also have Stephen Rust, which is the new CEO of Bitcoin.com. Roger Ver, maybe we'll see. I know Roger. I've interviewed Roger a few times. We'll see, but definitely Stefan Rust will be there. We have Tofi Saliba. Dr. Evan Singh is going to come, and he is actually also sponsoring the pitch competition with a $50,000 sponsor to the winner. So whoever wins the pitch competition gets $50,000 investment from his investment company, which of course brings me around to some of the other sponsors like PackCoin, which is a very good sponsor of ours and someone I work with, and Bitcoin.com, just to name a couple of them. That's
awesome, Bruce. Thank you. And you've had all these events in Washington, successful events. Why choose Vienna now for the new event?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. One of them was that when I was in Vienna a few months ago, I was lucky enough to meet the royal family over there, and they're very amazing people. And here in America, we can get lost on the fact, or just don't understand. We just don't know. I mean, we don't have royal families over here. You know what I mean? And so it was an interesting situation for me to meet them, and then to have them to want to do something special with me and with the company. And so we ended up signing an agreement on stage with the family. And it's our agreement. It's all signed, and it's got their genealogy and everything else. And it's to do charitable work worldwide using the blockchain. And so we've done, in conjunction with PackCoin and the House of Habsburg, we have done 4 events at least on the ground in Colombia, Venezuela, Africa, and a blind hockey event in Las Vegas. So they have this weekend for them is an important weekend. They have some stuff going on, and so we're able to. There's going to be a lot of important people in town, and I'm going anyway. And so I thought to myself, for the net, it's a quarterly summit that we throw, and I thought to myself, you know what? Why not? It's our first international event. I can bring a lot of people there, a lot of important people, and of course, once I was able to score the palace. Too, I figured that was just a no-brainer. My first event in the palace. I don't know if I'll throw another event in the palace. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
That's great, Bruce. And it's called Washington Elite, I've seen. But is it catered for people that are elite or veterans in the cryptocurrency industry, or is it also for beginners and people that are just looking to find out more and get involved?
Well, it is interesting, right? Because every once in a while, someone says, you got to change the name or this and that, and probably the Washington Elite name, we'll probably end up using it for a lot of other things, just like I do with the disabled hockey and the skating school and this and that. And we've had contracts, here, federal contracts for a long time. But anyhow, the point is that it is for everybody. And one of the ways that we make it for everybody is on the street. So in the weeks leading up to the Vienna summit and in the weeks leading up to the last summit, and the way we filled out all the seats, we took our SMS bot, GlobalBoost SMS bot, and we were able to send people that, with the big, we went out with the big Bitcoin and Litecoin and GlobalBoost, PackCoin mascots, and we were able to send coins to people right to their phone. And if they were willing to do that and they were interested in the summit, we would say, okay, and you can now use these coins to get your ticket. And we issue them their ticket right then and there. So not only do you have the upper echelons of society, and one sponsor I forgot to mention too was Mining Store, miningstore.com, and man, JP Barrick, he's coming out too. Anyway, the thing about you have these upper echelons, and the reason I brought him up is he's been in longer than most of us. And he was one of the original miners of Bitcoin. So you have people like that are coming, and then you have people that just, the GlobalBoost coin that we sent them was the first coin they ever had. Mm-hmm. And so that's a very important thing. So we're going to have those people, but Vienna is very upper crust as well. So we have a strong campaign going and some people on the ground. And of course we got the bankers coming in and the lawyers, and they're very smart people over there. So it'll be both. I was talking to someone yesterday, and there might be a little more suits than we had like in Toronto at the Futurist Conference, but there will also be these newbies. So it'll be a good mix.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Everyone loves a good mix. And I would love to know if you guys are offering any special offers for the ticketing for the viewers on our channels.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, Ashton, I'm so excited to work with EventChain. So what we're going to do is, I think from here until the end, we'll do a 10% discount using the EventChain. So just use EventChain, and I know he'll share the link underneath, and I'll share if we can fit this in my Twitter as well. So EventChain, get 10% discount, and the tickets are priced to sell anyway. $99 if you pay in crypto, $150 or euros actually, 150 euros if you pay with fiat money, but they are priced to sell. And with EventChain's low fees, you're actually paying less on that end as well. You get a much smaller fee from EventChain than other platforms that will remain nameless.
Well, thank you for that, Bruce, and I will leave those links in the description box below. Do you have any last words for the viewers and potential attendees for Washington Elite?
Get your tickets fast. We will have a price increase. The 10% discount will still be there, but we'll have a price increase in about a week. So get your tickets and let me know. I'm on WhatsApp all the time, 202-436-6577. Get in the Telegram room at Washington Elite. Go to the website. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. The VIP event will be like nothing you've ever been to before. We are going to really do it up. So I'll see you there. Thanks, Ashton.
Awesome. Thank you, Bruce.